All right. Hello, folks. Welcome to round two, I guess. You are watching the Metroid Prime Randomizer 2020 tournament. We've got DiggleWrath and Interslice facing off in the second round of the winner's bracket, but this is a rematch, folks. Last time these two fought off, it was a 3-second difference decided by amazing Essence and Exo execution, very interesting routing, and an unusually stacked pirate frigate. Today we will be facing similar circumstances, no special gentlemen's agreements, and both runners looking to have a different outcome than last time. The race time is about to begin in just a moment. Interslice just now saying in the race time, let's not tie again. But yes, was quite an amazing seed to watch. Do recommend you go check that out when you get a chance. Unfortunately, we can't give you the 75 minutes that it would take now to watch the whole of that, because the whole of that match was amazing. Today, though, I am joined by Link40 up here in the tracker booth, so Linkforce will be tracking things today so I don't have to dual roll. I do believe we are starting with Diggle's audio this time around, but we shall see once the audio, once things start moving. And yeah, we're totally using Diggle's audio. But let's get started here. Both runners will do their SJF. Both runners put together an amazing show earlier this weekend. So we shall see what ends up happening as they both perform SJF first try. First item this time around is an energy tank. Pretty much the least helpful item you can get right now, unfortunately. This on Friday it was Gravity Suit. And I also would like to point out, I also will fully assume responsibility for all that happens within this seed, because I did have to generate this one last minute, so it is, this is my seed, which is not something you'll hear me say often for Prime Rando. But both our runners going to Chozo. Interestingly, I do not believe either of them checked the ship. Diggle just went right back up the top of the landing site to go right back to Chozo. I guess they figure it's not important since they already have, they're not going to need to grab Morph Ball anyway. Could not see what that was on the grapple ledge, unfortunately, due to mildly lower than I'd like restream quality. It looks like something non-unique, though, or at least a non-missile. But the half-pipe has missiles. And the vault ledge has another item that I can't really get a good look at. It is missiles in the ruined nursery, excuse me. To be fair, D-Mats, usually the seeds I generate when it comes to like weeklies and stuff are 50-50. Some can be really good, some can be just terrible. Like this week's weekly that I generated for Echoes was a bit of a doozy. But it is missiles on the Hive Totem, so we will go ahead and pick up another missile straight behind it and transport access north. And Diggle is immediately turning around, as Interslice will be following suit. Not quite literally, because there was no suit here, but yeah, they're heading back now. DiggleWrath just picking up the Ruined Gallery wall item, which is a missile tank. So nothing but missiles as we kick things off here. So a bit of a slow start. Now, in our race on Friday, artifacts were fairly spread out, but otherwise not bad. Is that a beam in Vault Ledge? Looked like it might have been a beam. Again, I can't really get the best view because of restream hiccups. Interslice just took a full load of scarabs to the face and is electing to go take a peek at Ruined Shrine before going back to Talon. Has to be careful to not take a full pile of scarabs here. But it looks like it is space jump boots at the ruined shrine. So Interslice has a way out of that, thankfully. I do not believe that is in logic, however, due to point of no return. I do believe they were expecting... the game is expecting you to have Morph Ball. But with Interslice packing Space Jump... now that we know where Space Jump is, that is the logical key to get the items on Grapple and Vault Ledge. But we do just need to find Morph Ball first, and it's probably... yeah, here it is, Transport Tunnel B. As it can... Transport Tunnel B pretty much always has progression. Let's be honest here. So that puts Space Jump into logic, so now Grapple and Vault Ledge is in logic. So Interslice is going to be able to do a quick peek at Frigate Crash Site and pick up the item under the... actually, no, DiggleWrath is going to be able to do both of those. Interslice is going to be able to check Root Cave, and if he is gutsy, he might try to do the Arbor Chamber skip as well. Without bombs, which is very dangerous, but nonetheless, both runners have demonstrated some excellent knowledge of tricks and execution in their race earlier this weekend. And, well, there's Grapple, so if Grapple Ledge wasn't in logic already with Space Jump, that definitely put it into logic. Root Cave has bombs. So Interslice is gonna... now, if Interslice is attempting the Arbor Chamber skip here, but he's gonna probably be mildly annoyed when he sees Morph Ball in Transport Tunnel B, unless he already assumes it's there. But Interslice gets the jump without Morph Ball bombs. Very nicely done. And acquires Gravity Suit for his trouble. Fascinating. So Gravity is locked by Plasma today. And for all we know, it could be Plasma Beam chilling in Vault Ledge. But Diggle only picking up another energy tank at the Frigate Crash Site, so Diggle unfortunately is going to have to go back to Ruined Shrine to be able to pick up those Space Jump boots, but will also have Morph Balls, so we'll actually with bombs, with bombs where they are, Diggle's going to have to backtrack even further, so logically this seat is looking like a mess right now. Because right now, the logic chain is Grapple and X-Ray to get bombs. Grapple is locked by Morph Ball, which is in Transport Tunnel A. And we have Plasma in the Artifact Temple, folks. So that's another key to your Gravity Suit. We're only missing X-Ray Visor to put it into logic now, which you gotta figure is going to show up pretty soon. Safe bet that it's required for an artifact, but we will see what the story is when Diggle checks his hints, which is usually sooner rather than later. Alright, Interslice is going to pick up their Plasma Beam now. I don't think Interslice picked up Morph Ball. Oh yeah, now Interslice picked up Morph Ball. Never mind. I think I saw him pick it up. If he didn't, that's a weird choice for sure. But yeah, right now, we're just beams away. We're beams and thermals still away from Frigate access, to be fair, so we're still missing a lot of tools to get into Frigate. And yeah, Interslice got Morph Ball. Okay. Thank you, Link Force. And Pariah. So yeah, Diggle's probably going to wait until he gets a few more progression items to check his hints, because right now his checks are incredibly limited by comparison to Interslice. Because Interslice has Space Jump, Grapple, Gravity, he's got Plasma now. He's going to get the E-Tank and Frigate Crash Site. He cannot go to overgrown cavern yet since he is missing Ice Beam. And Diggle is not going to be able to pick up the Ruined Shrine, the other Ruined Shrine item here. He is, however, going to be able to grab the upper Ruined Shrine item since he's packing Morph Ball. It is an energy tank, and he's electing to pick it up. And yeah, folks, as you can see, the tracker might have just been the tracker program, I should say, might have just had a bad day because everything just lit up at once there. It tends to throw hissy fits like that. But yeah, Interslice is going to be in a much more favorable position here going back to Chozo. I am very surprised Diggle did not pick up the items in Grapple Ledge and Vault Ledge with the Space Jump. But I think he's going back for bombs first. I guess that means that, because bombs were X-ray locked today. So it must be X-ray somewhere in main, it's probably X-ray somewhere in Main Plaza. That's probably what I saw in, whatever, we're getting hints. We got Life Grove Tunnel, Ice Ruins West, so we need Plasma, Fungal Hall Access, so Lower Mines, Storage Cave, Research Lab Aether, and Biohazard Containment. Folks, get ready to have that tracker filled out today. We pretty much need everything. Yeah, Storage Cave, that's pretty deep in Farfandrana, so yeah, there's going to be a lot that needs to be done here. So as was predicted by chat, yeah, with that early gravity suit, yep, Frigate is required today. X-Ray is going to have to show up pretty sooner rather than later as well, since it is required to get bombs. And now Interslice is going to start clearing out Main Plaza. And it is Ice Spreader on the Grapple Ledge. Alright, so now the seed is starting to come to life here a little bit. Interslice is going to start by doubling back and grabbing the Ruined Gallery tunnel item, and then is going to most likely make his way to Vault. But yeah, Diggle not too far behind, and oh, Interslice picking up Boost Ball in the Ruin Gallery. That's a pretty good pickup. And indeed, there is the X-Ray Visor on Vault Ledge in Logic by Space Jump. So we're now fully back in Logic, pretty much. Plasma Beam is in Logic. Gravity Suit is in Logic. Interslice is going to be picking up that X-Ray Visor momentarily. Yeah, folks, we need pretty much everything for this seed today. Although, I noticed that... hopefully somebody else... wrote the hints down, but I didn't recall seeing a Magmor hint anywhere in there. Or any Magmor artifacts. I saw Aether, Biohazard, Fungal Hall, and the other three are currently slipping my mind. Storage Cave. Life Grove Tunnel, thank you. So that's, so yeah, so far, I don't think there are any, yeah, I don't think there are any Magmor artifacts today. The Main Plaza tree has more missiles. And the fountain only has more missiles. Diggle has not checked hints yet. Only Interslice has checked hints. Diggle's probably waiting until he has more options available to him. He's gonna check Lower Ruined Shrine first, which Interslice did not do. I don't believe he went back for this yet. Watery Hall Access has a missile, and Lower Ruin Shrine has a missile. Oh, we did check. Okay, thank you, Link Force. Alright, a nice pairing of items to be picked up here in Watery Hall. And inside the door we have was that wave beam. It did look like a beam. It was Ice Ruins West. Thank you, D-Mats. And now Diggle's going to see the very bad news that his artifacts are all over the place, and it indeed is Wave Beam in the tunnel. So yeah, Ice Ruins West, thankfully that's free thanks to Plasma Beam. But yeah, the only thing we might end up not needing this seed is Varia Suit. Which is weird saying, because it has happened a couple of times this tournament, to be fair. Missile Zone Gathering Hall. Well, the only difference, Tallow, is they're only looking for super missiles and thermal visor, and actually, no, they're looking for a lot of things to put Frigate into logic right now. They need Ice Beam, Supers, and Thermal. But Interslice is going to go check Zoid. We've got a decent array of equipment already. We've got Gravity Suit, we've got Boost Ball, we've got 2 beams, and Ice Spreader. Unfortunately, it's the one super combo we can't currently use. But yeah, no, that's Diggle was probably. I mean, and in all honesty, I mean, to quote Diggle's frequent saying, "I made this," so I guess I can now be welcomed into his little group of bad seed generators. Maybe we'll see how the rest of the seed plays out. Because the artifacts may be spread out, but the remaining progression might be just Titan It and Fendrana or something. Workstation is not heated, so they could go around. Workstation through Phazon Processing Center. Yes, indeed, I rolled this one today, Gamer Bunker. We had to kind of think on the fly a bit because we couldn't find anybody to generate the seed. So I ended up generating the first Metroid Prime Randomizer seed on my end ever. So looks like I've done a fairly good job. But we'll worry about that as we go along here. Didn't look like there was much going on with Zoid. Just a ton of missiles. And an energy tank. So we're looking pretty safe with energy for the time being, because both runners now running very smoothly at, well, Interslice skipped one, but both runners having at least 3 energy tanks, so they're nice and smooth for a bit. We haven't seen a power bomb yet either, which I'm sure our runners would like to see sooner rather than later. There really isn't anybody in particular that's ahead at the moment either. Because right now, Diggle and Interslice are pretty much evenly matched. The only difference is Interslice had a bit of a movement advantage for picking up Space Jump earlier in Ruined Shrine. But Interslice making a quick pit stop here in Lower Furnace to find Ice Beam. So there's Far Chozo access. That is all beams, ladies and gentlemen, at 1845, excuse me. So you've heard of IBBF? How about ABBF? ABBF, all beams before Flagra. What's up top in Upper Furnace? Looks like missiles. But yes, we can now full clear. Hall of the Elders and a few other places in Far Chozo. Crossway Forest has more missiles. Interslice is gonna just mosey on past that and go straight to Hall of the Elders. And with X-Ray, this ghost fight should be a cakewalk. Petition to change Essence's name to Squidward. Bring that up with the tournament organizers. And yeah, Interslice just taking X-Ray and making mincemeat of this ghost. And actually, if you could, why don't we go ahead and switch over to Interslice's audio since he is a couple minutes ahead. So with our current equipment, Tower of Light is still out of logic without Spider Ball, but it's still possible there could be something in there at this point. Interslice wise to remember to not check the plasma door first, otherwise the statue stays moved, and you can't go back for Hall of the Elders until you reload the room. So after Interslice bowls, we get supers. So Diggle's going to be picking those up in a second here. Sure, Interslice would have liked those missiles for the ghost fight. So we are just a thermal visor away from biohazard containment and logic. So we are only we are now looking for Spider Ball, Phazon suit, and thermal visor. That's it. Oh, and power bombs, because Fungal Hall access. Oh no, Fungal Hall access only needs Fungal Hall access doesn't need bombs, power bombs, but you do need to go through Central Dynamo. So yeah, you need power bombs. Now, of course, I'm referring to, logically, we're expecting Thermal Visor for stuff, but Thermal Visor doesn't hard lock anything. But Interslice now going to go ahead and make his way out. Open the force field before checking Elder Chamber. Not a bad idea, because the opening the force field does give you a free ride up to the top of the room. DiggleWrath, I'm sure, going to be very happy to see those super missiles. And Elder Chamber only has another missile. But yeah, again, we're not looking for much here. The other problem is that a good chunk of the world is now open to us. Mines is still out of logic technically, because we can't, because we don't have Variasuit to go there through Magmore, and we do not have power bombs. We also do not have thermal visor for Frigate. Interslice just doing another quick peek at the artifacts. Diggle is attempting a triple bomb jump to get to the top of Hall of the Elders without activating the ghost trigger, which is unfortunately costing him more time than it's worth. This is going to give Interslice a little bit more of a gap here as we move things along. Oh, it's an HBJ? Yeah, I was about to say, it looks like he is 3BJing. Yeah. Unfortunately, it looks like he's not getting the height. He is getting the 3BJ, but he's not getting the height. And it looks like Interslice is just going to go ahead and get Frigate out of the way now. Makes sense. He's got super missiles. He knows where the conduits are. A 3BJ and a triple bomb jump are the same thing. A hyper bomb jump uses rhythmatic bomb jumping, kind of like in Super Metroid. Oh, really? It's not. Never mind. Please, by all means, elaborate, though, THK. I'm very curious to know how. My apologies for not catching that earlier. And our first power bomb in the cargo freight lift to deck Gamma. But Diggle is now following Interslice into Frigate here, so again, the seed hasn't really offered much in the way of room for divergence at this point. They've given us the tools to get through Frigate here, besides Thermal Visor. There is a good chance Thermal Visor is either somewhere else in mid-Chozo or on Flagra. Because we still don't have Spiders, so Ghost isn't in logic. The logic was a little back and forth to get bombs and Gravity Suit, because you had to go to get missiles, then you had to go get Morph Ball by logic in Transport Tunnel B, to get Space Jump in Ruined Shrine, to come back to go to Vault Ledge for X-Ray Visor, and go under the ship for Grapple Beam, which gives you access to Root Cave, which gives you bombs. And Plasma Beam was in the Artifact Temple. So yeah, it was a little back and forth for stuff, but looks like the rest of Frigate, besides the Artifact, not much going on here. So yeah, Interslice will finally have an Artifact on the board here as he leaves. Thankfully, with Boost Ball, can do bar skip skip without much difficulty. And next off for Interslice, Great Tree Chamber, which has... that looks important. That is our Thermal Visor. Wait. So you were expected to... Hang on a minute. So I think... so call me crazy, but that means Variasuit has to have showed up in Chozo somewhere. I think. Tower of Light is out of logic right now because we don't have Spider Ball. Alright, well, this is going to be a bit of a logic conundrum. So yeah, either our runners passed up on various suits somewhere, which, I mean, for all we know, could have been on Flagra. Oh wait, no, we could have gotten here through Farchozo. Right? Because, yeah, Farchozo leads to Great Tree Upper, doesn't it? Because, yeah, the Chozo elevators are Talon, friggin' Crash Site. The other one's Great Tree Upper, because Great Tree Lower is Mines. So, yeah, you were expected to come to Great Tree Upper from Farchozo, then loop around and go do Frigate. Yikes. Good thing the runners decided to just do it. But looks like Interslice is going straight to Mines. I mean, really, this is the only thing you can do, given that Varia is still a big question mark. I did make this. Guilty as charged. So that gives us all the visors. We are now looking just for Spider-Ball and Phazon suit. That's about it. I don't think... If Logic expects Reverse Frigate, I think it still expects you to have the same gear. But I don't think so. But Interslice is going to be our first one to Mines and is going to check Main Quarry, which I mistakenly thought for Main Plaza in the Friday race for some reason. DiggleWrath having much less trouble with this Life Grove tunnel, because Life Grove tunnel's control physics are a little weird. It does have as many main rooms as it does rune rooms. You're not wrong there, THK. Security Access A has our validator, as the saying goes. Flamethrower, kinda like a room or two away from where it's supposed to be. Fun fact for you, Chowmera. The control tower skip, where you jump over the fight trigger and get the artifact from going up the boxes, is still doable in Trilogy. And looks like it was Spider-Ball in Storage Depot A. Oh my. Can you say Linear Seed? Now the only thing is, where's Phazon suit? And given they have to go to Fungal Hall, they're probably going to just go ahead and do OP. Interslice powerbombed the thing, but didn't open the door. Didn't drop the force field. Oh, he wants the powerbomb drop. Fair play. Yeah, he forgot to scan the, it looks like he forgot to scan the control switch. To be fair, Storage Depot A has almost never had anything this tournament. But yeah, a lot of movement glitches, like, scan dashes and, some slope jumps were patched out in Trilogy. On the one hand, though, the Wii Remote aiming is pretty cool. Oh, slope jumps aren't patched out. That's right. Scan dashes are, though, and infinite speed, I think, is pretty much patched out as well. Diggle's going to see that flamethrower and decide... Oh, actually, he won't be able to see the flamethrower. Haha, now he saw it. Wow, really? Wow, Trilogy's still about a lot more broken in the game than I thought it was, I guess. But yeah, both runners have knowledge of Spider Ball. Diggle's going to go pick that up in a second. Interslice did not find anything besides missiles on the Phazon Elite. Goes to show you, I still have much to learn when it comes to knowledge of Prime. This is why I like chat. They're keeping me honest. Interslice just going to take advantage of the fact that you could pretty much stand on anything in GameCube Prime. And impolitely ask Calvin to step away from the console. That looks important in... Actually, no, I don't think that was... What happened there with Interslice's camera? Oh, it was a missile. Never mind. I thought it was a... I thought it was Wavebuster for a second, but guess not. You know, it would help if I had my mobile playback loaded, wouldn't it? Super Missile's very impolite. Polite would just be casually waltzing around. So yeah, right now, both runners are making the correct routes, but Interslice's execution is just giving him a significant leg up over Diggle. Interslice having some fun with the collision there. And another power bomb in elite ventilation area access, rather. Or no, that's elite control access. Sorry. And what is in the ventilation shaft did not look important. We could still have Variasuit down here in mines. Oh, wait a minute. There is something down there because Interslice is going for it. That might have been a suit. Oh no, it's a power bomb. I guess Interslice just wants a little bit of extra insurance in, against Prime 1's drop system. Fair enough. Interslice is going to have to deal with this pirate here. Given that he's packing plasma, so will Diggle. Alright, time for Central Dynamo. And it contains only missiles, but Interslice will do the maze, most likely. I doubt he's going to skip it. Because that leads to a lot of difficulties if the... oh, this maze does not look particularly pretty right now. This is a maze that can be anywhere from 15 to 55 squares, odd numbers only, not counting 53. Looked like about a 33 square maze, relatively middle of the road. And Diggle is electing to pick up that power bomb tank. Interslice gonna get a nice, pretty much guaranteed refill, and is not taking a save here. He's gonna get bullied a little bit by the firing squad. Loses a full energy tank in the process. So now we come down to MQA, which has been notorious for being the bottleneck of many locations containing progression. Ooh, Interslice electing to go for the fancy play and use a frozen Metroid to scan dash. Very well done. That looked like a missile in MQA, so he's just going to go ahead and spider ball his way out. Gonna get a little pestered here, but once he gets through the door, he's pretty much good. Because one of the Metroid's greatest weaknesses next to Ice Beam, doors. Diggle is also electing to pick up this power bomb tank in Ventilation Shaft. And here's the Fungal Hall Access Artifact. Ooh, unfortunately, Interslice took quite an energy downsizing with that duration, but it looks like Interslice is noping out. And is turning around. We may have finally a chance for some divergence here, folks, as we'll see if Diggle elects to go backwards towards PPC as Interslice is doing, or if he elects to go fight OP. Because both of our remaining suits could be on OP/PCA. That would be not the hat trick per se, but that would be the that'd be something else here. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to Diggle's maze. Oh, that's an insulting spot for that electrical field to be. Oh, Diggle's maze is really bad by the looks of it. I wasn't counting squares, but that looks like easily at least a 40-square maze. But yeah, that maze, little fun fact, was also programmed by the developer the developer nicknamed as Zoid, who also programmed the incinerator drone. But yes, let's see what happens here as Diggle picks up the Fungal Hall Access Artifact. Will he go all the way down to PCA, or will he, well, he's going to get bullied by the firing squad again, just like Interslice was. And what is that? A missile in Phazon Processing Center. And Interslice is going to go ahead and check PCA. Although with this few energy tanks, this is a bit gutsy. That looked like a missile in PCA. Definitely wasn't a suit. E-tank. Oh, vanilla E-tank. Okay. Again, pardon the Pardon my lack of clear vision. The restream isn't exactly... The restream quality is unfortunately not quite brilliant. But Interslice is climbing PPC to get out. Flawless jump. Nicely done. Alright, Diggle gets Fungal Hall access, and let's see where he chooses to go. He's going all the way down. Finally, folks, 44 minutes later, we finally get some divergence. Unfortunately, Diggle is getting very hideously bullied here by the Hunter Metroids. But we're going to get our next look at the Magmore workstation area. Interslice has to be very careful with his health. He has not safety saved in a very long time, last I checked. But it looks like Interslice is going to go straight for... Ooh, he's going to be careful. Interslice is going to go for... Phendrana. That is an energy tank in Phazon Mining Tunnel. The only check that hard requires Phazon Suit unless you feel like doing early newborn. Have a nice day with that. And that looked like a missile in Fungal Hall B. And Interslice's first stop is going to be Quarantine Monitor. Ooh, Diggle's cutting it a little close here. Diggle's trying to bomb open MQB for a free E-Tank and a very well requested heal. And we'd like to welcome the folks coming in from SpeedGaming Dutch, who are you are joining us for the Metroid Prime Randomizer 2020 tournament. We are in the middle of a rematch of DiggleWrath versus Interslice. We've only now just started seeing some divergence here at the 45-minute mark. DiggleWrath is going to fight OP, while Interslice elects to go from Phazon Processing Center to Far Chozo. The artifacts are quite spread out today. A lot of progression has been handed to them, but they are still looking for Phazon Suit, and that's about it, actually. They could get away without Varia Suit this seed. Diggle is going to attempt the Powerbomb teleportation skip. Gets it. This is currently round 2 of the winner's bracket. This is a quarterfinal match, essentially. Interslice's next play is to get the Storage Cave artifact. We already know this is the artifact. Diggle electing to use a Power Bomb to finish off OP here. But... oh, nope, he's going to Cloak again. And one good shot should finish off OP for Diggle. We'll see how this plays out. Now, it should be noted that though the cutscene will show Diggle getting Phazon Suit, the item text is what the item he actually picked up was. So we shall see what happens here. Very nicely done from Diggle getting the 1 cycle. Upper Gravity Chamber just has another Power Bomb, which Interslice is electing to pick up. Omega Pirate has a missile. Gravity Chamber also appeared to have a missile. Yeah, Diggle took a very took a big gamble here, gambling OP, and it is Wavebuster in PCA, as somebody in chat noticed earlier. So, yep. Diggle, unless Various Suit is unless Various Suit's not needed, this is gonna be full tracker seed for Diggle. Ghosts are in Logic. Yeah, we have had the ability to do so ever since to do ghosts ever since we picked up Spider Ball. Overall, both runners are still playing this seed fairly quickly. The only downside is they are looking for suits, one of which is not here in Research Core. But yeah, the logic for this seed is definitely showing a lot of topsy-turvy. More so early game, not so much late game, but that'll depend on if Spider Ball is necessary for suits. That's the Research Lab Aether artifact for Interslice. The Aether Tunnel has... oh, whatever it was. Interslice ain't getting it. So Interslice only needs one more artifact, and I believe that is the one in Ice Ruins West. But they're still going to be looking for Phazon Suit, so despite everything we've seen, despite how nice of a start this was with beams and ball upgrades, well, more so boost ball and supers, we are going to be going on a Phazon Suit hunt, ladies and gentlemen. The Ice Rod of Metroid Prime, as it can only be not in one location. And it looks like Diggle is going to go check plasma processing. This is in Logic without Varia Suit, so we could very well have Phazon or Varia here. Interslice is now attempting to dodge the pirate fight in the control tower. Unfortunately, it looks like he went too far backwards. Yeah, Variolous Magmor is not expected in the tournament setting Logic, so they are not expected to take any heat damage whatsoever. So that means Various Suit cannot be in Magma Pool. Phazon Suit can, however, be in Magma Pool. Both runners have not been in that neck of the woods yet. Yeah, Diggle taking another gamble maneuver here, and plasma processing is garbage. Well, we still have pretty much the entirety of early Phendrana to cover here, so... before we have to start thinking about Flagra. Diggle at this point does have a decent amount of energy tanks, so he could absolutely do Variolous Magmor to go to something like Triclops Pit, but it's still not particularly easy, even with 8 energy tanks. But Diggle has now followed Interslice into Phendrana, and we'll see if Diggle decides to just take this gamble further and go fight Thardus. I doubt it, though. But then again, stranger things have happened. Diggle's probably feeling a bit behind, given that he just did OP and PCA for to no avail. And yeah, he's pulling out the grapple beam. He's not going to fight Thardus. Interslice making his way to the front door of Labs. But yeah, the seed's slowing down a little bit here, since actually, since Spider Ball, there hasn't really been any progression items. We're getting the only Phendrana ruined check of the seed, Ruined Fountain. The one ruined room that throws everybody off because it's the one ruined room that's not in Chozo Ruins, but it's just a missile. But Interslice is going to pick up the Ice Ruins West artifact, and that's going to be number 6. Now the ultimate question, where is Phazon Suit? Furthermore, Interslice is going to, unless he wants to go Variolus Magmor, have to backtrack all the way back to Talon without Varia Suit. Rune Courtyard, that's right. Rune Fountain is Flogger locked, and whatever that was, that did not look like anything Interslice was going to pick up. Chat's banking on Phendrana Shorelines. We are coming up on that, so I do believe Interslice will check that within the next 2 minutes. Interslice saw the tower, but he didn't head in its direction, so I guess he wants to check Ice Ruins East first. Tower looked like a missile. There's Phazon Suit in Ice Ruins East, the second farthest away check from the Lighthouse Tunnel. And that is going to put Interslice in go mode at 55-15. This was a pretty linear seed, to be perfectly honest with you. Oh, Interslice is opening the tower. Wonder what's in there. It is an energy tank. Fair enough. Interslice is taking a safety save here. He may be electing to go do Variolus Magmor here. This is a very difficult maneuver he's about to perform here. He only has 20% damage resistance from suits. I don't know if suit resistance is taken into account in this manner, but we're about to see some top-level gameplay here. It is taken into account. Excellent. So yeah, Interslice has 20% resistance to heat damage. And we'll see how this plays out. So yeah, both runners pretty much took the same route. Interslice's early game was just a little more efficient, electing to go for Space Jump and Ruined Shrine. That really was the only difference these two made up until Diggle elected to go fight OP. But ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Variolus Magmor. Handling it pretty well so far. There's an energy tank into Upper Fiery Shores. He is not picking it up. Wow, taking the lava bath here. And he's made it to the elevator. Well done. Bash, logically, this seed was actually kind of a nightmare because the logic to get Gravity Suit, which is needed for Frigate, was missiles in the Totem, Morph Ball in Transport Tunnel B, Space Jump in Ruined Shrine, X-Ray Visor on Vault Ledge, and Grapple Beam under the ship. And Plasma Beam at the Artifact Temple. So yeah, they had to go back and forth a couple times at the start. That, and the seed was expecting them to get Thermal from Great Tree Hall from going in from Far Chozo, and then loop all the way around to go to Frigate. So logically, the seed was a mess, but they both decided to do Thermalist Frigate, and it worked out very well in their favor. But very well done by Interslice doing Variolous Magmor. So Interslice, now with another safety save in tow, is going to be headed to Ridley just under the 1 hour mark. But yeah, it looks like this seed was a logically non-barrier required seed, folks. I am very curious, and we'll no doubt see in credits where Variasuit was. And did Interslice get the boost? No, he did not. That is true. A lot of the a good chunk of the top 8 seeds have been fairly quick ones. The Friday race between these two was only in minute 14. Interslice gets the quick boost on Ridley. And we're down to phase 2. Gets charged immediately, but Interslice intercepts the charge. Very nicely done. Ooh, but then Ridley charges again. Interslice not so lucky. Varia could absolutely have been vanilla. Both runners never even got anywhere close to Flagra. Which, to be fair, the game was screaming at them to go to Frigate pretty much as a result of the early gravity suit and knowing that Biohazard Containment had an artifact. In fact, if you think about it, the seed kind of effectively was just a one-way trip through everything. You know, once you go through Frigate, get all your Frigate package, and then go through Frigate, go to Mines, get all the artifacts there, go to Vendrana, get the last artifact, immediately followed by Phazon Suit. So, very interesting way to hear Go Mode. Very interesting way for this Go Mode scenario to play out. But Interslice will be now entering, or is entering, Impact Crater. Looks like Diggle's on his way to early Fendron. He's going to get the Ice Ruins West artifact, get to number 6, and very soon after, hopefully, go to Ice Ruins East to pick up Phazon Suit. Yeah, barring some kind of disaster here, this is absolutely Interslice's race to lose right now. I don't think Interslice has enough missiles to want to try out Wave Buster here, so I don't think we're going to see that, unfortunately. And we'd like to welcome folks coming over from SpeedGaming 4. You are joining us at the tail end of what has been a very linear Metroid Prime Randomizer 2020 tournament top 8 seed. We have DiggleWrath and Interslice facing off in a rematch after a tie game on Friday. How did they tie? They finished within 3 seconds of each other, which in this tournament's rule set is constituted as a tie. They finished within 3 seconds of each other thanks to some very interesting route divergence, especially mid-game. But especially with DiggleWrath having some, DiggleWrath having some excellent execution on the final bosses over Interslice. But they were pretty much neck and neck going to Ridley. They were less than a minute apart at the time. So when you get the chance, I do highly recommend watching that VOD back after this race is over, because it is an excellent race. Somebody also made a clip of the finale. If they would like to post that in chat when they have an opportunity, that would be, that's also a great showcase. And Diggle is now performing the Variolous Magmore. Ooh, Interslice getting bullied a little bit. Doesn't necessarily have to watch his health just yet. He is playing it a bit safe, though, not going for snipes. And Diggle nails the Variolous Magmore, no problem. And yeah, Diggle actually got that Variolous Magmore done very efficiently. He only lost 4 energy tanks. Yeah, Diggle's execution in particular is very impressive. Unfortunately, he just chose to gamble OP, and that just really didn't work out. That is really what cost Diggle the race at this point, is him gambling OP. Interslice getting a lucky phase shift back to Plasma, but it looks like Exo is being a little uncooperative here. And looks like Exo did a double shift to Plasma again. He's getting charged an awful lot here. Yeah, Interslice is keeping his distance this time around, not allowing for the, not allowing him to, not giving him the chance to cross-wipe. But Exo slides down into the final area, and Interslice will follow suit, and we're going to have our Essence fight. But yeah, Interslice still has a fairly comfortable lead over Diggle right now. Again, assuming there's no major disaster here on Essence. Interslice is going to wait a bit, wait for the phase-on pools, and then with both visors in tow, this should be a pretty free Essence fight for the most part. Unfortunately, Essence was being a little bit territorial there for a split second, but it looks like Interslice found the spot and is beginning the attack cancellations. This will proceed Essence down to the next phase of laying a phase-on pool, like so. Essence is hovering right over that Phazon pool, so it's bopping Interslice just a little bit, but it looks like Interslice has found the spot. Alright, Interslice still has the power bombs, and now he's going to start doing pool cancels in order to finish off Essence. He's got a very good pattern down here. This should probably do it. And it will, ladies and gentlemen. Interslice finishes in first place with an official race time, GG time, of 1:09.14. And DiggleWrath will be forfeiting from this race. Get your GGs for Interslice. He will advance. I gotta get my challenge bracket up, one moment. Interslice will go on to face Uncle Reggie in the semifinals.
Hey.
Hey, Interslice, GG. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So pretty linear. Diggle's flamethrowing the impact crater.
Teleport. So we got basically the exact same seed as last time.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it was laid out in such a way that was worse for me because I basically went the same way. And it seems like you went the same way as well. You did. You went straight into Magmor Depths.
Yeah, you both basically, got your logical conundrum of items that were needed to get Gravity Suit. You both just, actually, no, Interslice, out of bounds for Arbor Chamber. Diggle, you just had Plasma Beam by then, so you just went and grabbed it. It was actually kind of funny.
I was super nervous about that because I've been soft locking there a lot. And so my heart was beating a lot, and then I found all the items I needed to get it without the out of bounds, and I was a little mad.
Yeah, but props to you for nailing it, and props to both of you for doing the Variolous Magmor at the end.
I found out Various Suit was in Chapel of the Elders, so it was one room away from where I was.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I think it was still faster. Skip it.
Yeah.
Yikes. That is
it's only slower if you die in the VMR, and I had like 10 E-tanks, so that wasn't happening.
Yeah, the main difference between the two of you, really pretty much the only difference between the two of you, is Diggle went to fight OP.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. You both pretty much had the same route throughout. Otherwise, after getting your frigate access, were you annoyed at biohazard containment?
Yes.
I made this.
I was a little bit until I found supers pretty early.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, you both got pretty lucky with your progression today for the most part, because the seed pretty much did just draw a line to Phazon Suit. Although it did turn out the logic for Thermal was pretty bad, because you were expected to go from Far Chozo to Great Tree Upper and then go around and go through Frigate.
Yep.
So neither of you did that, thankfully.
Would have been nice to have, though.
That was fine, but yeah. Would have been nice.
Yeah, we were thinking for a while that it might be like Vanilla Varia at this point, because it was getting there, because we had supers, we got Spider Ball later. Spider Ball was in a pretty annoying spot.
Yeah, I was really considering skipping it because I didn't want to get it, but there's a few things you can't check without it.
Yeah, I noticed. We noticed you did a double take a bit.
I just completely forgot to scan the point. I just laid the power bomb and left.
Happens to me too sometimes.
I was so concerned about getting another power bomb because I only had one at the time.
Same.
I just forgot.
Yeah, power bomb tanks were not generous really until mid to lower mines, because I think the next two power bombs after were vent area or elite control access and ventilation shaft.
Yep.
Yeah.
I still got screwed on power bombs for storage cave. I found the fourth one in gravity chamber, fortunately, but yeah.
Well, the main
at least that alone wouldn't have cost me the race. Fighting OP itself was catastrophic enough.
The mains were in upper fiery shores, so that was not happening either.
Oh, yep. Power bomb locked main power bombs. Yeah, we saw the energy tank in Lower Fiery Shores while you were VMRing, and we thought, are they gonna grab it? Nah.
No, I still had like 4 at that point, so
I
I wasn't gonna
I
bother.
picked up so many.
Yeah, because Diggle found a lot of extra E-tanks in
I
lower
was
mines.
preparing to. Oh yeah, so I was picking up a lot, preparing for a long VMR in case Phazon hadn't been found.
Yeah, actually, you got really lucky in MQB with that with your 8th energy tank.
Yeah, I mean, I was going
yeah,
to save, but then I just saw the E tank and like, well, now I don't need to save.
Yeah, that scared us for a little bit because yeah, both of you hadn't saved pretty much until you were about to attempt the VM. In Interslice's case, he was about to attempt the VMR, so it was like, well, this is a long time between saves. This is going to be a disaster if somebody dies here.
I'm not sure if I saved at all until ship save.
I
Actually,
don't think either of you saved. Interslice didn't save until the VMR.
No, I saved right before I went to Vendrana.
Oh, fair
after
enough.
Magmar, because I only had like 1 E-tank at that point.
Hmm.
We must have missed that one. But yeah, that was a pretty linear, relatively fast, but still quite linear seed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But with that, yes, Interslice, you will now go to face Uncle Reggie in the semifinals.
Oh yeah, can't wait.
So, DiggleWrath, you will go on to face the winner of Elias Thompson versus Weakest Link 64.
Yeah.
But anything else that you both would like to say about this seed before we wrap up?
I'm still annoyed how that was basically structured the exact same way.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry.
I think this one was a little.
Annoyed
this
isn't
was a
the
little
right
generous,
word.
I thought.
Annoyed isn't the right word. It's funny.
Yeah, but yeah, we had to kind of get that set up on the fly. So, I mean, could have been worse. It could have actually had Vanilla Varia suit.
Mm-hmm.
But, and also shout outs to Link Forest Zero, who came up last second to help track this race, because it definitely made life a lot easier for me.
Yeah.
So again, thank you to Link Force for tracking. And again, follow both of these runners because they are amazing. Especially if Friday's performance was not enough of a testament to that. Yeah, give both of these two a follow. And with that said, folks, I don't think we have any matches currently on the schedule yet, but that should change in due time. With that said, stay tuned to the SpeedGaming channels and the Metroid Prime Randomizer schedule. I'm just going to throw that up here real quick. And stay tuned for the next race, folks. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you next mission.
Thanks for coming, dude.
Bye-bye.